Hey guys, so today we're checking out the Rough Country Soft Tri-Fold Tonneau Bed Cover fitting all 2016 and newer Toyota Tacomas. So if you're in search of an affordable bed cover that's going to provide a sleek look and some light protection to the bed of your truck, then this is going to be a great choice to take a look into. So there are a number of options to choose from between soft and hard covers, tri-folds, roll-ups, retractables, and so on. But as it says in the name, this is going to be a soft tri-fold. Now there's going to be a number of different benefits that come with that, including a very easy to operate system and a very sleek look, while also giving you some light protection to your bed. Now this bed cover will do a really good job at protecting anything inside your bed from the elements as well as any prying eyes. However, because it is a soft cover, I would like to mention that this is not going to be invincible. So this is more for somebody who's just looking for that lighter protection and more or less a finished look to the back of their truck. Now this is going to remain closed and locked if your tailgate is up and locked. So I do really like the security out of that. And it's also, again, going to be very easy to operate. There are a couple of clamps in the back. All you have to do is quickly unlatch them, fold it up. You can clip it in the back or the front of the bed and drive around with it open if you have any large items in your bed that you need to keep there. Now this is going to have a durable vinyl material up on top, which is going to do a really good job at protecting anything inside your bed from the elements, and it's going to have a very lightweight 6061 aluminum frame. It's going to be durable as well, so you can ensure that this tonneau cover is going to hold up for the long run, and again, be very easy to use and very user-friendly. Now speaking of that affordability aspect that I talked about a little bit earlier, this is going to come in at roughly $250, making it one of the more affordable choices for a bed cover on the page. Now in comparison to some other choices, this is going to be on the more affordable side just because it is a soft cover. Some of the more expensive options are usually going to provide a little bit more of protection. They may be for a hard cover, they may come with a lock and key, or they may just have a more intricate design like the retractable options or some of the lift up options. Now with this, it's very simple. Again, I personally like it because it's a no fuss design. It's very user friendly and it gives a really nice and finished look to the back of the truck. Now as far as install is concerned, I'm going to give this a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter. It's going to take you no time to get this installed with some very basic hand tools. But before we hop into the install, I did want to show you how this works. So all you really have to do in order to open this up and close it is open up your tailgate, get those 2 clamps out of the way, fold it on up, and we can just clip it down on either side. So once you need to close it up, we're just going to repeat that process in reverse, fold it back down, clamp it, close up the tailgate, and you're all set to go. But speaking of that install, let's hop into that right now. The tools that I used for my install were an impact wrench and a 3/16 inch Allen socket. So our first step to this install is to actually lay the tonneau cover over the bed of our truck. And you want to make sure that the back cab seal is facing the cab. So we're going to spin this around and we can lay it over the back. Now at this point, we're going to unclip these and we're going to lay it all the way forward. And we want to make sure that it's pushed up against the cab, and we can flip it back and start to secure it down. So at this point we can grab our latch and move it over to our rail, since our Tacoma already has a bed system here. We'll be able to easily put this clamp in. So once the clamp is in there, what we can do is start to turn this knob, and that's going to pull it down and make sure that it is clamped correctly. Then we can repeat that on the other side. So you want to make sure that this clamp is hooked into the rail. Then we can turn the knob here and tighten it up. Right, and then once that is completely tight, what we can do is lay our tonneau cover down. So when you have your tonneau cover open, it's gonna sit like this. However, when you want it closed, we can just easily fold it down. And we're gonna have similar clamps here, except for these have a lever for easy access to your bed. I'm gonna flip this down. You're gonna have one on either side. So now that we've laid the tonneau cover down, we can kind of get an idea where we want to put our clamp. Now we do have to put a clamp in the back just because this is not thin enough to go in our bed rail like the ones in the back. So right on the left side of this plastic piece, we can put this back and we can pop out the cap for our rail, slide this into place. Grab our bracket. This is what's going to allow us to hook our tonneau cover down in the back. Grab our provided Allen bolts and thread those into place. So once these are hand threaded in, we can take a 3/16 inch Allen key or Allen socket and tighten those up. And just to make sure that we have it lined up, so flip this back down, and looks like it'll line up, and then we can do the same thing on the other side. So once those are in place, what we can do is completely flip the tonneau cover down. We may have to adjust these. I'm going to tighten this one up because when it is clamped down, it should be straight. So we need to bend it to get it clamped. So I'm just going to tighten this up just so we have a tight seal. And it looks like this one needs to be adjusted and moved over just a hair. Once that's clamped on, you completely clamp that down and do the same thing on the other side. So at this point, your tonneau cover is completely installed, and all you have to do is close up your tailgate. So in order to open up your tonneau cover, what you would do is just open up your tailgate. Then we can unlatch our clamps on the back. And what we can do is even just pop them up into place in this little retainer. We can do the same thing for the other side. And again, pop this one up into the retainer. Then we can start flipping it open. And to keep it secure while you're driving, you can buckle each side and tighten them up. And you're all set to go when your tonneau cover is open. So that's gonna wrap it up for my review and install. Make sure you like and subscribe, and for more videos and products just like this, always keep it right here at extremeterrain.com.